His engineer.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is the conference meeting for Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. Could we all please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Ali.
Here.
Mr. Brockman.
Here.
Mr. Carter.
Here.
Ms. James.
Present.
Ms. Keith. Here. Mr. Labori.
Here.
Dr. Patel.
Here.
Ms. Toth. Here. And Mr. Wendt.
Here.
We have a quorum.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law, the public notice of this meeting, which included the time, date, and location, was distributed by 3 p.m. on Sunday, January 29th, 2023 in the following manner. Posted on the bulletin board reserved for announcements in the board office, 25 Brunswick Place, Brunswick. Mailed to the Home News Tribune, the Sentinel, and the clerk of the Township of Brunswick, and delivered to the 9 duly elected board members. So good evening, everyone. We're coming to you this evening from the Early Childhood Center. We're very happy to be here. At this point, we will turn it over to Mr. Pastor.
Yes, we're going to move the front row.
I invite everyone to take a seat if one of the presentation today, or just one of that, make you feel comfortable. So nice to have you. This is our first quarterly here in the building. This side of the building, so very happy. We're not going to use the wireless mic, okay? They said use these. Please, that's what they want to do. We had a good setup. But second side of that. Like which product? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the North Brunswick Township Early Childhood Center. It is our pleasure to welcome the Board of Education to our ECC tonight. And I want to start by introducing my fantastic partner, Carrie Ann Egan-Rockhouse. Please give her a round of applause. So we're so happy to have you tonight, and we'd love to talk about the growth and the progress of the North Brunswick Township preschool program. We will focus on the ECC, but we will also talk about the growth of the entire preschool program as a place that has gone from 6 classrooms to 30 over the last few years. When we set out on our journey, for our preschool journey, we talked about setting goals overall, and we thought of 5 important things that were so important for us to really engage ourselves within North Brunswick Township, to be part of the community, and to be something that all of our families can take pride in and be proud of. So the goals that were discussed from the get-go during the 2019-2020 school year was to make sure the coordination of all 7 locations. We've talked about it before, how we are in all of the elementary schools. We are here at ECC, Livingston Park, Parsons, John Adams, Judd. We also have our community partnerships with Lightbridge Academy on Route 27 and also Osceola Learning Center on Route 1. Another thing that's so important for all families is feeling welcome. We have a unique opportunity in preschool to welcome so many families into our amazing district. Some of these families will be with us from the ages of 3 through 21. We're the first face they see, and we take pride in what we do to really make sure that families feel welcome. The foundation for success is family engagement, and one of the things we do so well is we really put first the idea of multi-generational families. We want to connect with all family members so everyone feels comfortable and feels part of the amazing things happening with the North Brunswick Education Preschool Program. I'm sounding okay or no? I don't know. Another important thing that we looked at from the start of the program was making families feel like they're part of the North Brunswick community. We are so fortunate in North Brunswick to have so many wonderful opportunities opportunities around us. And everyone loves to take part in that partnership, be it the police department, the fire department, the women's club, the North Brunswick Township Library. We've really reached out to really connect with the community because we want our students to feel part of something bigger than just a school or just a classroom. We want them to feel part of North Brunswick. And lastly, one thing we never can forget is to celebrate success. For 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, the idea of the support that they have and the positive, warm, welcoming climate is so important. Another thing that we say too, besides celebrating success, we have to have fun. In the preschool world, we want it to be like Disney World. We want the students happy to come in and sad to leave at the end of the day. But we do want them to always know that they have someone there, that we're always there for them, and they're always welcome. This is a look at the growth from year one of the program in 2019-2020 to where we are right now in 22-23. We will be expanding another classroom next year, and we will then continue our growth looking at a 3 and 5 year plan. Because again, our goal is to reach as many students in that preschool universe to get them that start by putting this system thinking into place and giving them the preschool education. I'd like to pass off to Mrs. Robin. I'll share a little about her position.
Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. Some highlights that we've been focusing on is our creative curriculum. Our creative curriculum is the curriculum that we use here in preschool. It's a developmentally appropriate child-based play curriculum where teachers are able to use through documentation through play and take documentation on their students. It focuses on social emotional development, physical, cognitive, and language. Our ECHRS 3. Our ECHRS 3 is what we follow per the state for the grant. It sets up our classroom, make sure that we're following developmentally appropriate time frame of choice time, circle time, technology time. And then also, TS Gold assessment is what we use. Teaching Strategies Gold is what we use to assess our students. So we take 2 pieces of documentation through teacher observation, through play, and we align that with our teaching strategy goal, and that's how we're able to come up with our report card. The best thing about preschool report cards is not only does it state what your child can do, but it will give you what we're working on next. So you have an idea of what we're going to be focusing on, and you can also focus on that at home. All 3 of those assessments have to be continuously monitored by me going into classrooms, making sure teachers are aligning those, and we are aligned throughout our district. Observations and evaluations, and then we're just talking about this a little bit. We're working on collaboratively helping our students exit to kindergarten and move forward. So we have 292 preschoolers in district who'll be moving to kindergarten. So we are able to now have a screener that provides the incoming, the preschoolers who are leaving, going to kindergarten, those kindergarten teachers an opportunity for our red flag students who maybe need some academic support earlier, ESL support earlier, and not have them wait as they move on to kindergarten. And then collaboration with district supervisors, special ed, English, and our math supervisor.
Let me say again how fortunate we are to have Carrie Ann joining us. She's been amazing. So I wanted to go back to what we were talking about with the coordination with 7 locations. It's such a critical piece, and we want all of our families to feel part of something bigger. We have the individual schools have their own climate and culture, but it's important that everyone feels besides their school, they take pride in being part of the program. You know, we do things, and this is just an example. At the end of our unit of study, we had in all the different buildings, there were different ways that it was celebrated. At Livingston Park, they had families come in. We had here at ECC, we did a fashion show in the hallway. In other buildings, everyone did things their own, took their unique spin on things. But again, all with that same goal to really engage families, celebrate success. That's one example. We talked about that welcoming environment for all families, and we talked about sharing our story. So I thought the best way to really represent it is to show things in action. So this is a welcoming environment for all families. There's been so many opportunities throughout the year, these are just a couple. So one was from our family university night. First time we ever did that, parents were invited in January for a night. Teachers presented in classrooms throughout. It was set up by our preschool instructional coach. And it was just a fabulous event. Families from all over the district, there's some support from Lightbridge Academy, it was fantastic. We look forward to next year doing it during American Education Week. So we're trying to think of another way to really have it more to brand it together. There's a picture from, before we go back, just showing some examples. There's a picture from a parent who was so excited after all winter. We did an in-person concert with our family group for Mr. Ray in February. Love seeing those families taking such pride in what their kids are doing. We had the Walking Child to School Day. We were just honored by the state of New Jersey for being part of this walk to school that we did. It was awesome. It was Linwood, Livingston Park, and Parsons. And there's a picture I was talking about the fashion show, Miss Vocal LLP. To see the families in our rooms interacting with our teachers and students just brings such joy to our faces. We talked about that family engagement piece, and we do it in so many different ways. We have pictures of people from families, we have from our art show. Parents coming in to read books about snow and about their holidays they celebrate. Grandparents' Day, Lightbridge leading the way. They tried this year, they did a Grandparents' Day, which is in September. And what I think is so critical about that is letting grandparents, and I met some great grandparents, but having that connection from September with their child's teacher. So all year, the relationship between grandma and grandpa, they can ask, how's things in Miss Kieran's room? Because they met Miss Kieran. It's just so exciting. Other things, this close study was something I shared. We did like a family fun Friday. I love that picture of Ari and his dad where they're wearing matching football jerseys. They were having a fun day. We talked a little about the library. But the key thing is that clip art picture. We want to reach all. And when we say all, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, we all are part of this to support our kids. We talk about the community partnerships, but you have to understand how lucky we are to work in North Brunswick and be part of such a special community. No matter who we reach out to, they are so excited to participate and buddy up with us. Be it the MBTEA, be it the Women's Club, be it the fire department, be it the police department, be it Starbucks donating. They are donating to our ACC teachers tomorrow in our Teacher Appreciation Week. And I'll give them a special shout out at North Brunswick Starbucks because they always support us. But again, they supported our coffee with the principal by donating coffee. We had Quick Check donate to a family engagement effort this year. We want families to know they're part of the larger community. And that last one's such a key. You have to celebrate success. No matter what classroom you go into, almost all 7 locations, just like at all 10 of our schools, there are special things happening in each and every classroom. Celebrating success, working together, from the beautiful presentation we had at the Board of Education meeting for our teachers at ESP of the year, be it when we have tomorrow's teachers at the high school come down and visit to learn about what's happening in education. We really want that continuity between where we are in preschool through they grow through North Brunswick Township High School and their graduates. And now, I do want to call up a special someone just for this last slide, because she had vision when we hired her last year. And definitely give a round of applause to Mrs. Brendan Lamont, your special. Now, as she's walking up, I just want to share, when we talked about this last year, Mrs. Lamont was our first special area teacher. She did this whole art show last year by herself. And through vision, planning, budgeting, and smart decision making, we were able to empower such wonderful staff members. And I believe the art show is a culmination of everything. We talked about 5 things. Number 1, coordination among 7 locations. At the art show, we had over 500 people show up from all 7 locations. We talked about welcoming environment for those board members that were able to walk the halls. This environment that this art show created is just another thing to make families feel welcome here. Family engagement, every family that came was a special event, was a special memory. Community partnerships, and we discussed the library was here. Over 50 library cards were signed up for that night. And lastly, celebrating success. What more success can you have to have a 3, 4, or 5-year-old walk into this school with a smile on their face, taking pride in their work to show their family something special they did? And again, can I just introduce Mrs. Lamonti so she can share?
Hello, hi. My name is Brenda Lamaldi. I am the preschool special area teacher here at the ECC. As Mr. Pastor said, I was hired last year for the first year, and I organized the art show. I figured 3, 4, and 5-year-olds shouldn't be excluded. I wanted to include them all, regardless whether they were at Lakebridge, at Solero, or all of the other schools in our district. So every single child was participated in our district-wide preschool art show. And this year we had the benefit of having one of me each one of the other schools, so now every school has their own special area teacher. Again, all of the children were included and they all came. We hosted here at the ECC and it was a wonderful event, and thank you, Mr. Pastor, for your support. Thank you.
Well, this was just a little glimpse into our preschool world. We always want you to know, we want you to feel as welcome because our Board of Education is so important. The commitment you bring to us, and it's a game changer for the community. We are so fortunate that if there's any questions or anything, feel free, and it's a pleasure to be here. We really appreciate you, and it's a joy to work here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And I apologize if we were fighting this one. Welcoming for all, that is the key. We talked about that in the post-grad family engagement workshop. And we talked about the importance of every language being represented. Representation matters.
Anybody have any questions for our gracious hosts?
Thank you so much.
I just want to quickly say thank you so much for taking the time to have us here at the ECC. Last year we had it in our regular board room, and you can get a special night for it. I think for our board members to be able to come out, be in your location and see all the amazing work. Look how that program has grown from just a few classes to full day preschool for our students. And we all know what an impact that makes on learning to be able to be in a classroom all day and learning with our teachers, and engaging the families and getting them to understand the importance of their engagement in school, and starting that foundation now is so important. We thank you both. We thank you, Ms. Lamaldi, for the beautiful art show and the beautiful artwork that was done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the tours as well.
Thank you so much for being here.
Do we have any old or new business this evening? With that, we'll review our brief agenda for tonight, folks. If you'll just look at pages 2 and 3, we have received this via email. Anything new since the email would be in bold print. Any questions on pages 2 or 3 of tonight's agenda?
And Mr. President, I would like to point out on page 3, you will see at the top in bold our new preschool intervention referral specialist, Jennifer John Felipe. She's thrilled that you're joining us. preschool intervention specialists are hard to come by. They're very specialized. They support students who may need additional help in terms of evaluation and finding support services. And it's a really essential role in the preschool. So we're very lucky to be able to have Ms. Chansley be joining us. So thank you.
So at this point, we'll have public session on agenda items only. If anybody would like to discuss anything with the board as it pertains to our agenda, now is your time to approach, and you'll have 3 minutes. Seeing none, would someone please move to close this portion of the public meeting? So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? This session is closed.
Ms. Keith, would you please take item 10 for consent agenda?
Yes, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following consent agenda items: personnel.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Ali?
Yes.
Mr. Brockman?
Yes.
Mr. Carter?
Yes.
Ms. James?
Yes.
Ms. Keefe?
Yes.
Mr. LaGore?
Yes.
Dr. Patel?
Yes.
Ms. Toth?
Yes.
And Mr. Webb?
Yes.
All the motions have been approved.
Now, we will, for those following along, item 11, we will open it up to the public again for public discussion on any matter. So if anyone would like to approach to any matter, now is your chance, and you'll all have 3 minutes. Someone please move to close the public portion of the meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? This public session is closed.
Folks, we do need to go into closed session this evening, so whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 PL 1975, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presented to exist, that now therefore be it resolved by the North Brunswick Township Board of Education that the public shall be excluded from discussion of and action upon the hereinafter specified subject matters. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: personnel matters. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matters shall be made public at such time as the need for non-disclosure no longer exists. This resolution shall take effect immediately. Would someone please motion?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So, session Okay, do not unmute yet.
Someone please move to go back into open session.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are back in open session.
Thank you. With that, would someone please move to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you all.